I do want to welcome each of you tonight to our short, condensed video version of a 2020 Chamber Banquet. While we were so disappointed to have to cancel our banquet this year as so many other things were canceled, we did not want that to stop us from honoring some of our very special citizens of the year and to thank those individuals that have served for the last 3 years, some of them 4 and 5 years, as part of our chamber board. And then take the time to introduce our new board members that'll be coming on for at least 3 years. If they end up serving as president, it usually ends up as a 5-year stay for them. So you newbies just know it. You thought it was 3 years, but it could go long. Ricky and Mandy that have been with us for 5 years, and we appreciate them so much. So anyway, tonight, and sharing this version, this condensed version with me, there are the Chamber Board of Directors. Our Red Coats ambassadors are here with us up front, as well as our honorees tonight and their friends and families. We also have here with us, representing Congressman Jody Arrington's office, Policy Advisor and Field Representative Kaylee Mathis. Kaylee. From Representative Stan Lambert's office, District Director out of Abilene, Robin Wardham. And from Senator Charles Perry's office out of San Angelo, District Director Laura Lewis. At this time, I want to ask our outgoing president, Mandy Ligon, to come and stand and give us the scoop on how her year as president went.
I'm glad to have y'all here today. It's nice that we can still get together and share some bright moments that we've had this year in Sweetwater through the Chamber of Commerce. We normally are able to host an event a weekend, it seems like, with our Coliseum, with other outlets in town, but this year, COVID put a halt to it. So as you all have known, things got canceled and we weren't able to fulfill all of the obligations that we normally or fund a lot of the organizations that like to come to Sweetwater. But we were able to get a few done before we got shut down. We were able to sponsor the Nolan County Fair and Rodeo, the Sweetwater Municipal Auditorium Applause Series, the Cody Owl Roping was hosted here, the Sweetwater JC Rattlesnake Roundup. We also supported Big Country Cutting Horse Association, Beat the Streets for Little Feet, Ogden 8 and Under Barrel Racing, and TJB Outdoors Aaron Watson concert that was just last Thursday. So we had 8 events that we were able to fund, and those were for about $42,000 that the Chamber of Commerce was able to give to those events. We were also able to host 2 football playoff games in the Mustang Bowl. We had the lighted Christmas parade and the downtown square. We had a seniors Valentine's Day dinner and dance. Sparks on the Park, that is always just a great event that Karen and the girls put together. We couldn't thank y'all enough for all the hard work y'all do. We had Bree Bagwell concert. It was supposed to be back here in the backyard, but because of the weather, we had to move it to the airport. And then we had the Nolan County New Teachers Luncheon. So that is really limited to what we normally do in a year. So we're a little sad that we didn't get to do as much, but we're making it through it with a smile on our face the best way we can. I hope that 2021 will be a rocking year. I know it will be awesome because the incoming president, Ryan Strebeck, the Methodist preacher here in town, he is pretty amazing, and I know that he will lead this board with all kinds of awesomeness.
Well, it truly is an honor to just be able to brag on Mandy a little bit and kind of celebrate what's happened. And it's not just because she was a way better president than Ricky. There's a lot more there. If you don't know Mandy, she's great with people. She's the pride of Seymour, Texas, but now you've made Sweetwater your home and you love the place. Mandy was country before country was cool. Y'all remember the old song. And it brings life to everything that she does. And when I think of Mandy, I can't think of anyone better to have led the chamber through the year that we've had. Mandy is a connector. She is somebody who knows how to get things done, and it's just been a lot of fun to work with you on executive committee, and then now with you as president. And I've learned a lot from you, and we just love all the things that you brought to the table, the way you've connected us to the Coliseum better, and just a lot of great things that you've brought to the chamber. And so it's humbling to serve after you. And so I'm sure I'm going to be asking you for help all the time. We love your meeting agendas. You always send the stuff out ahead of time. You're the only person that I know who sends emails in pink font, and you can pull it off, you know. So it's great. But anyways, Mandy, would you come up here, please? And I'm going to try to keep this microphone close, but it is.
What side do you want me on?
This is great. It is my privilege to present you with this award on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce for serving as our president.
Thank
We're
you so much.
proud to
Thank you
work
so
with
much. Thank you. It's been an honor.
At this time, we would like to honor the outgoing board members. And so if you can hold your applause, I'll say all four of their names and then a big round of applause. These folks have all worked hard to make Sweetwater better and just to bring awareness of what we've got going on in the community and why this is a great place to live. So Ricky Thompson, why don't you stand as I call your name? Ricky Thompson, Stacy Boyle, Bree Burnett, and Jeremy Wilkes. So. All right, and then our incoming class of members here for Sweetwater Chamber of Commerce is Brenda Sturl. Would you stand, Brenda? TJ Wilson, and actually you can remain seated. Samantha Morrow and Jennifer Sagan. So. We look forward to a great couple of years together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan. Now, TJ, Ricky is leaving, so I expect you to come in and be able to fill his shoes of keeping up with Ryan. Okay, so there was a lot of comments under the table between the two of them, so you've got to step in and take that over. So anyway, thank you, Ryan. Looking forward to the year that we have coming. I just want to thank each of you that has served on the board. It was a tough year. Every one of our chamber members for their support and their encouragement in the last 8 months. And I just commend everyone and pray that you will keep on keeping on, walking the walk and moving Nolan County, Sweetwater, Roscoe, Blackwell, Maryneal, Highland ISD, just keep moving us forward. So at this time, I want to call attention to our Year of the Youth honorees. And the Year of the Youth Outstanding Citizens this year are going to get to share the honor, just like I'm sure they share so much in their house, their time with their mom and dad, maybe television time and who gets what remote. But anyway, our honorees today are Mallory and Brody Gibson. Will y'all come forward, please? These are our Year of the Youth Outstanding Citizens. Now I'm going to have you stand right here for just a little bit. I'm so proud of you too. I told Michael Harbour I was going to have a hard time getting through this without getting a little bit choked up. So anyway, yes. And we're going to get some more pictures when we actually give them their awards. So y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Sorry. You did a great job on the write-up, Mom. So I'm just going to start with Brody. Brody is an 8th grader at Sweetwater Middle School. He enjoys sports of all kinds. He is currently rehabbing a knee, and as soon as that is well and he is strong and healthy, he'll be right back out there competing. But more than that, he has also made it to state twice in math number sense with the TMSCA and UIL. The last 2 years, he's gone to state in those competitions, and he has remained on the All-A honor roll always. So really smart kid doing what he's meant to go to school for, and that's a job in and of itself. Well, during COVID, when his family's business is a t-shirt printing business, and as many of our sports teams were shut down and school functions were shut down, their business became shut down. And worrying about the family business of the t-shirt printing and their friends that support them either through church or through their sport teams or through their school, and the small businesses in town that are parents of many of their friends, they put their heads together with the support of their parents and said, how can we help? How can we make a difference during COVID? Our friends, parents, businesses are shut. And so with the source of their t-shirt printing business, they came up with a slogan, love big, support small. And while you could go generic, they didn't just stop there. You could call in and say, well, I want to support so-and-so business. They would produce that logo and then sell those shirts from that place of business. They did this through the month of April, I believe, pretty much, give or take, 2 or 3 months. They had many jobs doing this. They got to print t-shirts, fold t-shirts, ship t-shirts, sew hats. I hear you are quite the organizer. You kept everybody on their toes, taking orders and learning how to, all the business end of it, while Brody was stitching hats, shipping things, and all the while donating half the proceeds back to one of the businesses. So in selling their shirts, $10 of each shirt went to the purchaser's named recipient. So in purchasing my shirt, I got to say which business I wanted to receive that money, and they delivered the checks. And they delivered checks totaling an amount over $5,500 to our local businesses. Of course, Brody and Mallory, we just couldn't be prouder for you, and we are honored to name you this year, the Year of the Youth, our outstanding citizens. So, Mandy's going to start with Mallory. Mallory, we have a certificate for you, and then we have some photos in a frame for you to remember your year by. Okay.
You want pictures of that one?
Yep. Of course.
Okay, next we have Brody. And while they're taking pictures, I totally forgot, but y'all, most of y'all know Blair and Melanie Gibson. And I'm just gonna say these two kids have one of the strongest villages support system I've ever seen between their school. They're leaders in their school, they're leaders at their church. Both of them volunteer and help pull off op camp with their parents every year, and opportunity camp, which sends many of our students in the area and other towns off to a situation of getting to go to camp for a week when they would not have had that opportunity. And so one other thing is I think Mallory has spent COVID well learning to make great grandmother pies. Yes, her great grandmother is here right beside her. And I actually got to be one of those that was able to purchase one of those pies, where she did deliver around town to her school teachers and other community members who have done so much for her. She delivered them pies that I'm going to say, if she doesn't go into another business, the pie making business was very good for her. So anyway, we appreciate you two kids, and we're just honored that you're in town and doing what you do in Sweetwater. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I did forget. I do have, y'all come back up here because we do have other certificates. I am so sorry. Got off my agenda. In addition to our certificates, Laura Lewis has a certificate from Senator Perry's office.
Congratulations.
And Robin Wortham has a certificate from Representative Lambert's office. And Kaylee Mathis has a certificate and a flag from Congressman Jody Arrington's office.
Great job, Mallory.
I did not mention all that Mallory was involved in. She too loves sports. She too is also on the All-A honor roll. We talked about her grandmother pie making experience. She is a wonderful pie maker. She always helps with the function and operation of op camp and rounding those kids up. And her teachers just cannot say enough about her and the citizen she is at school. So, good job, Mallory. Our next honoree is the most humble of fellas, I've found out this week. I was told by his mother that when this incident or this event took place for him, and the press covered him at the time, he was a bit taken back and didn't want to be in the limelight at all, because he said he was just doing his job. That's what he was supposed to be there for. But, you know, we don't all just do our job like he did that day. So this year we have chosen, in the Year of the Youth, we're also having a Hero of the Year. And our Hero of the Year goes to Aaron Aguilar. Aaron, would you come up here, please? And Aaron, would you bring Riker with you? I want to tell you a little bit about Aaron and Riker. They didn't know each other prior to summer. Aaron is a 2020 graduate of Sweetwater High School. And this summer, he trained in the spring, is that correct?
I was lifeguard.
Okay, he was a lifeguard 2 years. So he had his training, and when the Sweetwater pool didn't open up, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
He took the position as a lifeguard at the Roscoe City Pool. And on June 25th of this year, when you were at the pool, Riker was also at the pool. And horrific incident in where Riker was drowning. And with his training and his first day on the job at Roscoe City Pool, Aaron saw that he was in trouble and was able to take all the means he had to, stay with him, stick with him. He never gave up on him. And Riker is with us today because of Aaron's heroics at the pool. I want to read just a little bit right now what was written about Aaron in Sweetwater Info and Trade. And sometimes you go there and you think, why do I even bother to read? But this is one of those days that you need to go back and read because it's a good one. It's from Mindy Ray Raines, and she posted it on Sweetwater Info and Trade, June 26th at 3:15 a.m. Hero is how she titled it. Aaron Aguilar started his first day as my lifeguard yesterday. Little did we know or ever think he would save the life of one of my own that day. Aaron's attention, quick reaction, and training saved the life of a young 5-year-old named Ryder Bromley. He is the son of Alex Bromley and Daniel Bromley. There are no words that could be suitable to best describe Aaron. He is more than a hero. He's more than an angel walking here on this earth. That day he was God sent, and I'm blessed to have him protecting and serving our community pool in our little town of Roscoe, Texas. He brought Riker back to us. He never gave up. He never quit. He gave us our hearts back, and for that I'm forever in his debt. Aaron is still in high school, and bless his heart to have been in that kind of dire situation. He did exactly what he was trained to do and comforted Ryder until the medical services arrived. Aaron is and will forever remain in our hearts. He is our hero, and I want all of Roscoe and all of Texas and the entire world to know that this young man gave his all, and without him, Riker would not be with us today. That is a fact. God is great always. Shake Aaron's hand if you get the chance. I would shake his hand every day, but I'm sure my hugs yesterday were enough to last him a lifetime. God bless and love each other, for there is not always a promised tomorrow. So. At this time, I'm going to ask Ryan Strubeck to come up. And Aaron, just a moment, because we have Laura Lewis would like to read a letter written by Senator Charles Perry, right quick.
I read this story in the Sweetwater paper and immediately called the senator. He's from Sweetwater. I know some of you know that, some of you don't. And so I always try to keep him in touch with what's going on here. He was touched, to say the least. So he wrote a letter. Dear Aaron, as your Texas State Senator, it is my utmost privilege to write this letter commending you for your heroic act of saving the life of Riker Bromley. The community of Roscoe and the Bromley family were so fortunate to have you in the position of lifeguard at that moment. On the first day of work at the pool, your quick reaction and training paid off and certainly made the difference between life and death. You should be very proud of the skills and courage you have exhibited. I believe the invaluable techniques acquired during your training will serve you well in your future. It is an honor to serve you and your family in the Texas State Senate. If we can ever be of assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us. May God bless you and the great state of Texas. Sincerely, Charles Perry, Texas Senator. And Senator Perry had a flag flown over the Capitol for you. And there's your stuff. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on, there's more, Aaron. Just a moment, Aaron. And we have Rodham Wernham from from Representative Sam Lambert's office. Riker, one more thing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And Haley Mathis from Congressman Jody Arrington's office.
Congratulations. And this is a U.S. flag. It was flown over the U.S. Capitol.
Wow.
And if you did not hear that, Senator Perry has sent a flag that flew over the Texas State Capitol, and Congressman Arrington has sent a flag that flew over the United States Capitol. So, congratulations, Aaron. We're glad you're in our community. We have our Youth of the Year, Organization of the Year. And this one has to come as no surprise because this organization is everywhere. And there is really not an organization in town that logs more community service hours than this organization. They are led by strong adults that expect strong leadership from them. And I get a call often saying, what do y'all have for us to do? We need something to serve. And so anyway, I have to commend the adults, the Sweetwater JCs, many of the JC leadership team there helps lead this group of young individuals, and together they make a great asset in our community, and they serve our youth well. So anyway, selected as our, of course, as our Year of the Youth Outstanding Organization are the Sweetwater J-Teens, and I have with them today are their board of directors and the adults that advise them. So, on behalf of the Sweetwater J-Teens organization, their leadership board is here to accept this honor. I have to tell you just a few things they're involved in. Of course, you know they're involved in the Rattlesnake Roundup, and I'm pretty much sure they work as hard as the adults, if not harder, because they're taking the orders. And so always see them out and about. They're so helpful. If I ever need anything, I can locate one of them just really quick. Here recently, they usually organize the back to school school supply drive. And this year they did socks and skivvies, and those were donated back to individuals that need them as they began school. They are always helping and have a booth at the Trunk or Treat, Christmas on the Square. They help with the Easter egg hunt, JCD's Thanksgiving Day feed, the Veterans Day meal, just to name the ones I'm familiar with. I know they probably all go to their own leadership training, and their leader here is Joanna McCann, and I'm on her to let them take a turn to introduce each of them as they go down the road.
Our new board is President Naomi Diaz, Chairman of the board Nathan Garcia, Vice President Sydney Jackson, Secretary Vanessa Begarin, and Board Member 3, Kaylee Granardo. And then we also have the JC President Matt Hall and the First Lady Mandy, and then two of my very, very great parents, Louisa Granardo and Yvonne Begarin, and then our PR Chairman, Rob McCann.
Thank you very much. And Ryan, if I could get you to come back up and present to their president their certificate to hang in their in their meeting room, as well as the photo collage to hang in their meeting room. And at this time, we have a certificate coming in from each one of our offices. Laura, you have a certificate there from Senator Perry's office.
Congratulations, great job.
Also a certificate from Representative Sam Lambert's office. And again, a flag and certificate from Congressman Jody Arrington's office from Kaylee Mathis. I want you to know these members are encouraged so much by their adult peers here. It's a great combination. It's a great support group, and these teens give so much back to them. Whatever they're asked, they're there. They're learning to be leaders in their school, leaders on their teams, leaders in their churches. National Honor Society, and just about everywhere you see a J-teen, you see a leader, and we're so proud of how they're being groomed and how much they put back into our community. Sweetwater J-teens, the Chamber applauds you as our outstanding youth organization. We thank you for your countless hours of community service. Well, that about wraps it up. I want to thank all of you that came, your friends, your families, our ambassadors. Most of them are in the red, and also our board of directors. Again, thank you to those board of directors that are leaving us, and I look forward to the new ones that will serve us. My wishes and prayer for Sweetwater and Nolan County is that we would just continue to move forward no matter what 2021 puts in front of us. God bless you and have a great evening. Thank you.